Hi, today I'll talk about AI, or specifically large language model. So you have already seen a ad saying AI will replace you. Okay, and in the same ad, after some time they are saying if AI will not replace you, people who are using AI will definitely replace you nowadays. So basically, why this trend is coming and why all those booms are happening in the industry about AI and LLMs. Basically, LLM is a large language model. Previously, while we are doing machine learning models, that time very small amount of data was there with us. Okay, but now some of the company called OpenAI or Google or Facebook, what they are doing, they are training their model on top of the whole internet data. So the model is very much intelligent. The model is so much intelligent, it can do all the necessary tasks which we are think of right now. That's why whenever we are giving some prompt to OpenAI or ChatGPT or BART AI related things, that time we are getting all those results. Okay. So now in this series of videos, what I try to cover is how you can instruct AI, how we can tell AI what you want, and from there how you can use that one to make yourself 10 times productive, and so that no one can replace you in this field. So basically, first thing first, what are the options available with us right now? So 2-3 options are there which are very good. One is OpenAI, second is BART, and third is Palm AI. So BART and Palm, these two are hosted in Google platform, and OpenAI is hosted in their own platform called chat.openai.com. At the same time, it is also hosted in Azure. So we can say Azure OpenAI. Now, what are the problems with these LLMs? First problem is you have to have an API call. So API call means you need to send your data to the API, to their own server. So some of the clients or companies nowadays is not ready to send their data to any other server. So that is the first and biggest problem. Although we try to convince those clients saying that it is as good as you are sending your data to Azure SQL. Okay, there also the data is stored into someone else's server. But they are saying as long as it is there in Azure, we are good to go. But we don't know whether Azure is sending data to OpenAI or not. Since OpenAI is a new company, so they are not trusting it. So what are the alternative of it? Alternative is you have to store all the big models in your local environment. How you can store these all big models in local environment? Some transformer models is there. You can import through that transformer model. But let's suppose you are trying to host a 40 billion parameter data, 40 billion parameters model. So that time the main problem behind it is you have to have a 80 GB of GPU, which is very, very costly. That is not feasible right now. But at the same time, the alternative called OpenAI is providing you the same task using $0.004, which is very cheaper than that. So that's why nowadays boom is on top of OpenAI side. Although it will take time to adopt by the all clients to use OpenAI and all those type of large language models, but we have to be there in that particular position in the market so that no one can replace us, right? And whenever this type of persons is needed, we are the first person who will come up first. Okay, so that's why I try to design a series of videos where I'll teach you how to give prompts to OpenAI or any large language model to do your own task. Okay, it is basically depends on prompt. If you have ever used OpenAI or ChatGPT, you can see that depending on that prompts, it is giving you result. Maybe if one question is given to both of you, means you and your friend, then maybe if you are writing that prompt in a good way, then you will get the better result. So definitely prompt is a very important thing whenever it comes to LLM. So that prompt engineering task we'll talk about in the next and subsequent video. And Prompt engineering is something which is very much important nowadays to not only get the better result from the LLMs, but also train your own LLMs, and whenever you are hosting it into your server, you can train using those prompt engineering technique your models.